the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. Andy O'Reilly, Dave Cackley on a, what are we, Thursday?
Yeah, one more
Thursday?
day.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Where did this week go?
Flew. We blinked.
Just kind of like here and there.
Gone.
It's here and gone, man. Oof,
Uh-huh.
Quick. We got, we had some breaking news overnight.
A lot of stuff happening.
The loss. Hef.
Yeah, I know. Very, very sad. That was my second story.
That's your second? That's not even
My
lead
second
news?
story. I'm not leading with Hef.
What kind of world am I waking up to? That's not even the lead story.
No, it's not the lead story, although a lot of people would probably lead with that. I decided to go a different route because I'm a crackerjack journalist. I know Hugh Hefner was a big deal, icon. We'll get into all that.
Okay.
But I thought there was more pressing stories, or was at least one more pressing story that I wanted to get out there.
By all means, you've got my attention. Here, let me give you my focus.
All right, now. Okay, you ready?
Huh?
All right.
Wait.
That's really good fake focus. I'm really impressed with that. Former NSA contractor told authorities she smuggled classified documents out of her office by stuffing them in her pantyhose. Those documents allegedly contain data on Russia's alleged hacking into the 2016 presidential election. 25-year-old reality winner worked as a government contractor until June when she was charged with copying a classified report and mailing it to an online news organization. That was a huge story earlier this summer, and now we found out
25-year-old reality winner. Who are you talking about?
No, her name is Reality Winner. She was not a reality winner. Her name is Reality Winner. She was a government contractor who had top secret clearance, who smuggled top secret information out of her office.
Reality Winner.
Her name's Reality Winner, yes.
Winter or Winner?
Winner. WINNER.
Wow, that's and you know, I was watching CBS Sunday Morning this last weekend, and they were talking about what's in a name. There was some parents somewhere, I don't remember where they were from, but their last name is Air. You know what they named their kid?
Rarefied?
No. Billion.
What? Oh, God.
So the kid's name is Billionaire.
Billionaire. That's just dumb. That's just dumb.
That's the way people. Hey, name your kid whatever you want.
Reality is a dumb name.
We've got Reality Winner and Billionaire running around the world now.
Now, if he goes on to become a billionaire, then maybe we're wrong.
Good for him.
They're trying to motivate him.
That's the idea.
To
whereas I was named after apostles, Andrew Peter.
There you go. That's I'm David. There you go. It's another biblical name.
What's your middle name, Alan?
Scott.
Scott. That's right, David Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Scott's.
I use that.
You know what that means? That means your parents got lost naming you. They're like, we can't come up with a middle name. Let's just go with Scott.
Yeah, keep in mind I was the number 6 out of 8.
Right. Yeah.
So at that point, they just
they're out of inspiration.
They're giving up on getting Not that they got overly creative with our names.
Here's another one. Oh boy.
All right, what are we going to go for a middle name? What haven't we used yet, Tom?
Great Scott. I can't think of anything.
Scott. Great Scott. There you
go.
go.
Dave Scott. Perfect.
Although if they would have named me Great Scott Cackley, that would have
been awesome. Let's just call you Great from now on.
All right, why not?
There you go.
All right, that'll be better than what you called me off air. I appreciate that. What else is going on? The Michigan Chamber of Commerce.
No, wait.
I can't skip. I almost skipped the second story, which you thought was in the lead. I
straighten up and fly right over there. Pay attention.
All right. Hugh Hefner, a cultural icon and founder of Playboy magazine, has died. Hefner raised this is amazing. Raised $8,000 from 45 investors to start Playboy magazine back in 1953. Of course, became a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Big time.
And changed the sexual proclivities of people across the nation and the world. Hefner was 91 years old, and Playboy was always classier. You think of all the skin rags and the how just dirty you would feel even looking at them, and not that you ever looked at them in the magazine racks, but there was something. I had a roommate who had a subscription to Playboy, and you did have interesting articles. You didn't get it for the articles, obviously, but there's interesting things to read. It wasn't what we have today.
Yeah.
It just was. It was a simpler time.
I was
in a little more innocent.
This morning, just thumbing through Facebook quick, and it's like a 50-50 balance between those who were truly mourning the loss of Hugh Hefner for what he did and what he brought, and people that were just repulsed by the guy. I kind of thought that he had gotten past the whole repulsion thing.
It was.
But there were some out there that are just like, that dirty, filthy, rotten pig, blah 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 blah.
And you know what? You can make an argument that he was a filthy, rotten pig. You can make that argument.
You know what? I guess that's the reason I was a little taken aback, because I kind of thought he had gotten past all that, but apparently not.
I mean, he made it to 91. He'd left a legacy. People can debate the positives and the negatives of that legacy, but you can't. I mean, he was a game changer. You can't write the history of the United States without including Hugh Hefner, for better or for worse, whatever you thought of the guy.
Nope.
He made a mark, and it's going to be lasting forever.
But correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while. I mean, no reason to have Playboys around here, but do they didn't even print nude pictures anymore? Do they?
That's a really good question. I mean, when you think about everything,
I thought they took it away a couple of years ago.
I think they did. I don't know that they're. I don't know. It seems like they should. I can't recall the last time I saw one on a newsstand, but I don't go perusing newsstands very often because everything is online. So, that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they stopped doing nude photos a couple of years ago.
The competition for whatever anybody's into now, it's just not even. It's borderline pointless.
Yeah.
Just because with everything that's online now, but we don't need to get into that.
No, that's another discussion.
We're highbrow. We're above board. This is board. We're above. We're above. We're not gonna sink. We're not gonna be here. Not gonna be here. Gonna be here. Not gonna be here. Gonna be here.
There you go.
All right. The Michigan Chamber of Commerce may seek to revise term limits by amending the state constitution. CEO Rich Studley says this is a reform effort to improve the effectiveness and accountability of the state legislature. Michigan voters ushered in term limits in 1992. They limit lawmakers to 2 terms in the Senate and 3 terms in the House, Andy, with some exceptions. Basically, service is limited to 8 years in the Senate and 6 in the House. I've gone back and forth on this. I used to be against term limits because I thought, if you're a voter and even if you've got a bad representative, if you're dumb enough to keep voting him in, then that's your own business. But voters have said they wanted term limits.
Yep.
I don't know that I like the idea of going against the will of the people on it. The will of the people in the state of Michigan is we want term limits. So, I don't know.
What do you like this? And I kind of go back and forth on the thing too. But if you were going to get somebody, do you want a rookie taking care of some big issues all the time?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? That's the only argument I have. And to be honest with you, you know that I'm in the running for this thing for next year. And
91st district.
I'm open to whatever is there. I don't know. I mean, I could get there and do a couple of years and go, this might not be for me. I don't know. I don't know yet.
I mean, one of the reasons you're running and one of the reasons you do have a good opportunity here is that the woman on the Republican side
Holly,
was term limited.
I agree totally. I agree totally.
So there is something. I see your point with do you want somebody who's a rookie, a novice, not being able to learn and only having 2 years, 4 years, whatever. But the other side of the coin obviously is, do you want career politicians in there on the take somebody's in their pockets? I mean, there is that side of it too.
Do you really think, though, that with the way things are today, that politicians can get away with being quote unquote on the take?
Dude, I don't know. There are always ways to hide things. I mean, stuff ultimately usually gets discovered, But and I also think it depends on what level you're talking about. At the state level, I don't know. It's I'm not an expert on this.
Yeah.
But I think if I think that's another thing you put back to voters. Do voters want term limits?
Yeah,
Okay, put that on the ballot. Put term limits on the ballot. Do you guys want term limits or no? If you want to say we want to keep term limits, then yeah. But I don't know about going against the voters on this. I don't know.
All right.
Anyway,
We shall see.
All right. Finally, we are just 9 days away from the biggest football rivalry in the state, the showdown in the Big House in Ann Arbor between Michigan and Michigan State, taking place next Saturday night. Now, in Muskegon, hundreds are expected to gather on the deck of the LST 393 WW2 ship to watch the game. Tailgating will be going on in the parking lot. Fans will be able to board the ship at 6:30 for the 7 o'clock kickoff. Proceeds, this is very cool, go to benefit to Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
It's a fun event and really good people put it on. So, yeah, be a part of that. And good times to be had.
Absolutely.
Want to put any money on the game?
No, because if I were betting on this game, I'd bet on Michigan. Michigan is more experienced. They've got more talent. Michigan State is better than they were last year, which, the wheels fell off early on in the season. They only won 3 games, but they're a better team this year. D'Antonio's a great coach. It's going to be competitive. It's at Michigan, too. I like the Wolverines by 10 points. Already I can tell you they're going to win this one by 10. But that's not where my heart is. So I'm not gonna. I don't bet.
Come on.
I don't bet with my heart.
Come on, put some spirit behind this thing, man.
Hey, dude, I'm not. Look, I'm an honest. I'm being honest and objective.
Bet me your girl sunglasses that.
Never, man. Those are too precious to me, and they're not girl sunglasses.
I told Lauren about them too. So.
Yeah. Really?
Oh yeah.
About my.
So be ready for that.
What did she wait
when it comes?
Okay. What did she say? Well, she hasn't seen my sunglasses.
She's going to get a picture. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. In sports, Tigers 4 losses away from Magic 100 now. They fall to Kansas City 7-4. Cubs win. Cubs win.
I shut it off last night after Cindy went to bed, and they ended up blowing that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
7-4. Cubs, though, they win. They beat St. Louis, and they win the National League Central Division. Cubbies going back to the playoffs. Seriously, if you're in Muskegon, you're closer to Chicago than Detroit anyway. Just embrace the Cubs. Become Cub fans.
I can't do the National League.
They're going to
be.
Why
I
not?
don't like the National League. I don't like the National League.
Bat?
Huh?
Because pitchers have to bat?
I don't like the National League. I just don't like them at all.
Okay. All right. That's a well-reasoned argument.
And then, did you hear the Tigers? I think they're looking at doing. Are they looking at doing Romine every position during a game at the end of the season here?
We'll see. Just to keep people interested, the last 4 games, it's not a bad idea. You got 4 games left.
So
what do you got to lose except 100?
Right.
That's it.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
What?
Think about that bet. You know you want to put a little juice on that Michigan State game.
I would like to put some juice on it, but
come on, think about it.
I'm not gonna put up those sunglasses.
You like to gamble? Come on, Dave. It's just a little bit of money. What's $20?
We'll see.
Think about it.
We'll see.
Think about it.
To be continued. We got 9 days.